Ladies and gentlemen, hello! And welcome back to another episode of your favorite satirical news program, Headlines with Amr. Now, you may be noticing that behind me is part of a neon sign. Don't worry about that! We are switching studios right now, and well, bear with us for a few episodes. Now, today's Friday, August 1st, and my friends, it is not a question today of where we are getting started, it is when we are getting started. We are getting started in the year 1947, my friends, a time when doctors encouraged patients to smoke cigarettes, female mental health issues were referred to as female hysteria, all of them, and beloved children's cereal Kix gave out atomic bomb rings that contained actual radioactive polonium-10 in them, one of the deadliest substances known to humanity. I'm not kidding. It's real. Now, this was a perfect situation for kids because while there wasn't enough polonium to kill them, a cost-conscious 15 cents in a cereal box top, remember those, allowed children who had just watched their country drop 2 nuclear bombs and kill around 200,000 civilians just 2 years earlier to conclude World War II. These same kids can now adorn their dainty little Dorito fingers with a humble symbol of mass murder. I mean, the limitless possibilities of American scientific hegemony. Of course, the stated feature was that the ring glowed in the dark, which I must admit does sound kind of cool. Did I also mention that this was advertised as the Lone Ranger's atomic bomb ring? Because he definitely needed one of those. And did I also mention that the Lone Ranger was sponsored by Kix breakfast cereal? Are we seeing how this connects? Kind of doing like an Adam thing there. I'm sorry. Anyways, this same stuff that was in the ring was later packed into a poisonous agent that Russia used to kill a intelligence personnel who defected. So, I don't know, maybe Kix needs a new slogan. Moving on. We're gonna do a big subject change here. Let's talk about this brand of the far right that are, I don't know how to describe them. They're like manosphere, brainiac, nerd, autocrat, technocrat, Silicon Valley, white supremacist, eugenicist, racist. And they're people like kind of Elon Musk, JD Vance, Josh Hawley, Peter Thiel, and most importantly, this man, Curtis Yarvin. Now, I'm not really scared of a lot of Trump supporters, right? Like if you're Hulk Hogan or Chris Rock, I love Chris Rock, I'm sorry, Kid Rock, and you think that Joe Biden is a lizard or that birds aren't real, I'm not really worried about you. You can go over there. We don't need to talk. But these guys are scary, right? And the New Yorker did a profile on Curtis Yarvin. He's sort of the Godfather Sith Lord of all people who think this way. Very intelligent guy, very smart guy, you know, was still using a diaper when he graduated from high school. And then, I don't know, it just had his learner's permit barely when he graduated from Brown University. He's like a phenom, he's a prodigy, he's done all these things, he's found all these companies, he's solved all these problems, he's created all these solutions. So, when I saw that they were gonna do a profile on him, I said, whoa, you know, what is this genius man gonna say about, you know, racism? Like, what if it's convincing to the Kid Rock, Hulk Hogan types out there? Well, Nerd Boy's ideal form of government is to have a CEO monarch, he says, hyphenated. Now, the CEO monarch is intentionally a dictator. Curtis Yarvin is anti-democracy. He is racist. I don't know if I mentioned that already. He wants to get rid of all government workers. Does that remind you of something? He feels comfortable using terms like ghetto blacks and says that it was a mistake to try to educate them. So naturally, I was like, wow, what is this guy going to say about his CEO monarchy? Well, when he was sort of quizzed on why a CEO, like how is a CEO monarch not going to steal everything from themselves, he just said, well, it's already there, so why would they? History, I think, has a different perspective on that. It gets worse. Mr. Yarvin, Mr. Brainiac, seems to think that the CEO monarch is going to be held in check by a secret board. And he doesn't say anything about how the secret board is going to be selected. They're just secret, and they're going to have the power, and we're going to trust them because he doesn't even know who's going to be on there, but he thinks airline pilots might be a good idea. Moreover, everyone on the secret board has a cryptographic key that they can use to disarm government weapons if things get a little out of hand. Dude, are you fucking 7 years old? Like, this isn't a fantasy film. Moral of the story, don't let these people scare you, no matter when they graduated from Brown. I don't give a fuck if you were still shitting your pants when you figured out what E equals MC squared is. If you have a dumb idea and you're an evil person, you have a dumb idea and you're an evil person. And you can fuck off. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of Headlines with Amr. I hope everyone just has the best weekend ever, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.